All hours of the day, all hours of the day. How you guys doing this morning? Welcome. My name is KG, and we are Makaya Rundown. We are here Monday to Friday, 20 past 10. And thank you so much for the heart me. Thank you so much. How you doing, Sister Boza? You guys good? Sure, with the little.
Yo, what's up, fam?
Okay, handle no wrong about.
Re tsogile braga re lebogela botshelo re tsenya dikereke frugo ntse go witse keng bona go tsididi mare gone re lebogela botshelo kgosi yaka. Hello sister Boza.
A khonna hela yalo khonna hela jalo.
A go nna fela yalo kgosi yaka. Ehe.
What day is it today?
Wow, really man?
Thursday. Guys, the week be flying, hey?
Yeah.
The week be flying. What are you guys up to this Thursday?
Yeah, bro. You know what, man?
Luna arengeda.
Ha ke itse mona go le bollo bja na fandag. Oh, wena lula go tsididi thata o swaka.
I'm shocked. I'm like, how? Which part of the country is Luna from?
Maybe she's in like the northern easterns. I don't know, but then bruh, here it's cold as fuck, man.
So the whole SNJ is cold today.
Well, no, actually, no, because I have a friend called Devin. Actually, like, I don't know, it's getting warm. Actually, I was like, wow.
But Devin, Joe.
Yeah, so I'm like, hey, man.
Devin doesn't count. When it comes to weather, South African J, arch. Devin
Oh,
has its own weather and J. It's always warm.
yeah, no. Hey, man, you know what? No, like, there's something that I just actually so right now, actually, we have
Uh-huh.
we have a great review for working kind of like from them Twana, we did killing like was it last week Tuesday or maybe like Wednesday actually, like the one
Yes.
Barkiman kind of the one with working kind of with the hookup there, and then like they had a kid and then now they had to stay together because like Bargain like they had a kid.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so now she as I wrote actually as in this morning actually with
Mm-hmm.
with real positive like what's that like feedback, eh?
Nice. Thank you to all of you who are here, who always contribute positively to people's lives. And we love hearing it. We really love hearing it. Maybe the centurion is not cold. What's a little nabat centurion no hore? Tabatalna dileta dibe lebe varang. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I think I've greeted. Let me see. No, I missed a couple of people. I didn't greet Luna. Good morning, Luna. Good morning, Kabile. Good morning, Pumpkin. How you doing, Mama? Kagiso Ledoaba. Good morning. How are you doing, kind sir? Kidi. No. Welcome. Thanks for the follow, Kitty. How you doing, Kabile? Welcome, Lundeka. The Boiti, in case you're wondering. Oh, Kibuiti. Okay. Good morning. Odi, we see you. Morning, Nono. How you doing, Lundeka? We see you, Ice. Marty. How you doing, Marty? Remember, guys, to tap the screen and like, share the live. There's already 29 of you. There's only one share. Can we all just share the live? Newati, good morning. Morning, Kay, we see you. Tell us if you're joining us for the first time and let's highlight you. Tell us if you're joining us for the first time. Let's greet you properly. Lee,
Yo, what's up?
do you want to hit us up with the ads, please?
Oh yeah. Sure, guys. As in, remember to actually like follow Velagen, because they are the sponsor for us here, no? So enjoy, like we are growing, so like we would actually appreciate the support. Good morning, Kitty. You are in the very safest hands, Lala. Bona, relax. So please go follow Velagen. Actually, there you see it there, Velagen. Like ZA. So that's our sponsor there, Sanjay. Like we are growing, and if you want to purchase a bottle of gin, just DM them or Rona Yuso, then we will plug you there. Then you get your drink for the weekend. Actually, parking kana gape kana ke eng kana
YouTube.
Oh yeah, yeah, actually yeah. So like follow us more YouTube. Makoya rundown for the replays actually. Of like these American kind of shows. So please do follow us there. And then bottle is 150 guys now. So please hit us up there because Jara Itzolona like working kinda like near Holland working Joe like says. So I know like Nina mile veil. So please hit me up for that bottle there and let's vala uvalo nge vela. You see what I did there?
Zwezo, Rahobona Wuti, Rahobona.
Ah, brother, just start.
Welcome, Chari. 1 hour past two. Welcome to you too. Uh, Toolsin. Zizikazi. Dumelam fast. Dumela Lena. Only bottle that I want. And which bottle is that, ma'am?
Uvalo ngisho.
Ah, okay.
Eh.
Okay. No, I remove. Soul Candy. Is that Soul Candy? Hello, hi. I'm sure when only need to meet for the kakanya. Hey, Anga. How are you doing, mommy? How is the weather that side? Are things warming up at least? I'm kidding if how you how you doing? How you doing? How you doing, Anga? Welcome everyone. Bongani Mudisa, welcome. We see you there. So Lee, I didn't. It just flew over my head when I came. So sorry.
Yeah, no, just
Uh, come through with the things, dog.
yo
I
guys,
hear you have a bit of a shocker for us today.
dude, it's again now. So guys, okay now like there were news actually yesterday that came out that there's a guy called DR who actually got what's that like sentenced for 5 years for a like banter Facebook like post on the president actually. So so now come March so the president like he was going to DR sharp actually for like a press conference working that then this guy the night before he was with the gents chilling there like bar on easy things. Then he wrote a status that like like when the president actually like, gets here, I'm gonna unalive him, nah? Because of the unemployment in as a joke with his friends while like just having like a night time there by the tavern there. The very next morning, the Hawks located him and Zakala. So basically, he's been attending the court case for like months now. So like then, yesterday, he got like sentenced to 5 years, nah, in prison. 5 years with parole after what like 10 months. Imagine just for a what like banter post nyana fela nje mo Facebook fela or wena o fitlha mo wena hey bruh to the president my guy. So guys, like let's be really careful, ne? Working kind of like with this freedom of speech thing. So Anuje, the charges were what's that, cyber fraud, like what's that, yeah, cyber fraud, cyber attack,
Attack.
yeah, thing. Then my brother actually calls me. He's like, hey Joe, fam, like, did you see the story? I'm like, okay, Joe, like, is it like what story? No, there's a guy that I know who got arrested, so and so and so and so. So now you, as my little brother, because I know you talk a lot and they're like they're on the internet, they, fam, you know, they're like, please be careful with these things. Bruh, like that literally like sent shivers, dog. It's like through me, I was like, wow. Like,
Yeah, no, I.
so much for freedom of speech, eh?
It's a lot.
It's a lot, my G.
Yeah, must someone ask how careful do we need to be? But you can't threaten
The
to
person.
unalive someone, and you think your threats joke or not, and you think your threats will just go unnoticed in jail.
My check
Now,
is like,
worst
what is there to be careful of? Because you don't need to be careful. Just don't say weird stuff. Like, it's not that hard.
Hmm.
precisely. It's a bit crazy, guys.
Like,
But
don't
yeah, I think
threaten, don't harm people, don't say crazy things. Like, know when to draw the line. I think sometimes that's just where it boils down to.
no, definitely. His was a threat, or okay, then no. Yeah,
Guys,
no.
but who called him Cupcake? That is
Okay.
so cute. Like, I know it's
Okay.
disrespectful, but it's so cute, whoever gave
Okay.
him that name.
Okay.
What?
Did you take your vitamins today?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so let's calm down, ne?
But Cupcake is cute, guys.
Yeah, Marahabu Jelo Naranale, as in like a whole program here today, ne, baby. So like, calm down. Yeah?
I thought this was part of the program.
Mm, yeah, but communication has to be flowing. Be, yeah?
Okay.
That's right. Joshua Casey.
Sure, boss. Yeah. I think the whole thing about, I think we saw most of it being dealt with. Got those. Who was that guy who said something at the beach?
I really don't remember the beach
It was a
story.
couple of years ago where someone said something. It was a, I think it was a white guy, but it was a racist remark.
Mm.
The guy who
And
said that he was on a vacation in Greece and he was like, look at the weather forecast, not a K word inside or something like that.
yeah, something along those lines. So, and he was tracked nicely, obviously, in the streets at Twitter then. And, it became very apparent. And I don't know how much of the price he paid, but I think, yeah, he definitely saw flames. So that's where it all comes from, or rather, I think from what I noticed on social media was that that's when it became very clear and precedence was set in the courts that you need to be knowing what to say and what not to say. Not so much that it is censorship of any kind, but you cannot irresponsibly say things and think that you can get away with it. So much so, even in your own circles, because if I'm around you, you say things, and I take offense and I record you, I can nicely go lay a claim against you, even if am or was your friend just before you said whatever that you said. So I think, yeah, people just ought to be responsible in all accounts. What you do, what you say, know that there will be, or there are consequences. I think there is someone also here on TikTok who regularly holds people accountable for all the discriminatory things that they say to the person. So, these things are there, they happen, most definitely. And do you guys know personally someone who has seen flames, held accountable for something similar? Social media saying something in public and whatnot, and they are brought to book as a result of what they've said. Anything? Yes, I think Pumpkin. That's the person. I just don't remember the name, but I think it's the person.
Well, fam, for me, like this was my first time actually, and then like this kind of scared me because of like, and then like sometimes lyric, and like makes really dizzy jokes, yeah, and then sometimes, it's sure like, and I'm like, what if they like there's a Mariki somewhere that was like, you are racist. I'm like, bro, come on, guys. I mean, like it's just a slur. Relax. But then now, once again, like Leroy,
Leroy, racial slurs are illegal according to our human rights constitution. So you will get acquitted by the Human Rights Commission.
yes, yeah, so now it's like, um, I was about to say that actually, like now Leroy has been baptized. Leroy is a child of God. Leroy has a zero satane. Bona. Leroy like kaletlalo. I said it's like guys. I wanted to bona I'm fine. KG. Holy brag. I go get a gang like outside. Yeah, jala go very king can is not tomorrow. Yeah. Arva.
Can someone assist with translation of what Siabong is saying there?
Ikhanda elingaga elakho wedwa bafo. All right. Let's sort them out real quick. Uh, well, it's very can KG.
Yeah,
You can do the things there actually because I get like me. I'm using my personal
yeah, but
account.
I'm just not understanding what's happening.
He's saying you have a big head, so basically,
Ah, that's one of mine.
yeah.
Pretty,
So now,
pretty face
He's a
this one.
troll. He's a troller.
yeah. So basically, he's the what's that like the example of like what we are actually like speaking about now.
Yeah, but that's not the same thing.
Yeah, but still, oh,
It's not.
we're
Because
talking
there's
snaps about the whole.
limitations. Every right has a limitation, just like freedom of speech. And the limitation is you can't say things that are defamatory or harmful, etc., etc. So, like, if I say something about you and it actually puts you in harm or in danger, then, like, I can't say that and just brush it off as, like, oh, that's my freedom of speech, my First Amendment if I was American, you know?
He is
So,
hurting KG's feelings. See,
What about bullying?
KG's
exactly,
feelings
What about
are
bullying?
valid.
exactly. So please keep. Bona la go
Ah,
tsaya.
yeah. Go rough.
Mm.
It's just weird things in J that happen. But in the case, moving right along, do you guys know of anyone? Or let me see. I think I saw something on Brick Brother. There are guys who made a joke against the lady and one got disqualified. Unfortunately, I don't watch that program. But
Oh, I remember this. I don't watch it either, but it was like a big deal on Twitter. Like, one of the guys made a joke while he was drunk about wanting to sleep with one of the girls while she was
Oh,
intoxicated. And that is
wait,
the
both of
thing.
them were in the same space and they were both intoxicated.
Well, it
Or
seemed
he was
like,
saying, uh huh,
I don't know the full context. It just seemed like, you know how like sometimes on Big Brother they'll be chilling, they drink, they have parties, whatever. So it
okay.
seemed like it was one of those situations, and then like the guys were amongst themselves talking, and one of the guys said that he wanted to sleep with one of the girls. Like they were so intoxicated, he wanted to, with her. And
Yeah.
yeah, that was the thing. It was the whole thing.
And that was
But I
the
also think that Big Brother has had a lot of issues with like sexual assault things, because there was a long time where Big Brother Mzansi wasn't being filmed because there was a season where there was like a sexual assault incident where a guy was like, one of the guy housemates was drunk and also wanted to assault sexually one of the girlies. So I think that show just has a problem with sexual assault.
Well, I don't know if the show has a problem, but
Well, the
people,
people that they cast have a problem with that.
exact.
people, yeah,
And
it's a
then it's
problem.
unfortunate for their brand. Yeah.
And I think also it's some of these things stem from what seems to be or the culture of going to the club, going to the tavern to pick up a girl, and the whole thing, yeah, six pack, and then from then onwards, I think such things lead to what is it? Some form of entitlement to the people who are doing that, and because now somewhat within those circles is normalized, they don't see anything wrong with it. To a point now, you get to a television platform and you begin to say and do such things. And if you're gonna track back as to where these things are coming from, it's some of these things that we perpetuate. Bo King, Ibiduang Mavuso or whatever the thing is, yeah, or no. And because the scenario, I've never heard of the term Mavuso being used outside of a context of meeting someone at a beer hall, and therefore from there is the issue of Mavuso. Every time when I've heard it on social media, has always been a case of we are commonating or and then therefore. So Kusit, let's see. I think also a lady made the same comment and she also got disqualified. So this is in the very same show. Interesting. Everyone was intoxicated. It was after the party. Okay. I think this show is just an honest representation of what's really going on in societies. Someone said we are a promiscuous country, and these shows prove their point. Case in point, in that particular show, yeah. Hey guys, what up, eh? But I don't know. For me, I feel there's a level of things being skewed. And for obvious reasons, I would say that the shows that tend to air are the shows that show drama. Yeah. And I understand the drama and J is gets the views going, gets the people talking, and whatever the case may be. But we end up in a situation where, in as much as the country may have its ills, there are not a lot of the good shows, that come through. I think, Lee, we spoke about um, Ted Lasso, the
Oh man,
series,
I love that. Yeah.
and how as a series, Ted Lasso, I don't know if they're gonna do season two. I think I saw an article with a headline talking about Ted Lasso, but in any case,
Mm.
um, it's such a positive show that I have not seen one like it. And that is the sad part. We understand in the industry certain things sell,
Drama.
but guys, like if anyone has not seen Ted Lasso,
It's a go see it.
please
Yeah, it's
go
definitely
check
on
that
my
show.
watch list.
No, go check that show.
Le-
Um, yeah, Lyra?
Later new season, yeah. What's that? Young Sheldon. actually.
Yeah, I've also been
Like
watching Young
that's
Sheldon.
man age or asses money but like last week like the what's that? The funeral one. Dude, that was the first time Nikhil Lamu back. But I got that episode, Joe. Ivan is deep, my boy, because I was like, my father's gone. Fuck. Shit. But
Yeah,
dude, that
but
one, take it
Young
back.
Sheldon has always been a nice show all round. It has a lot of. I think it doesn't necessarily focus mainly on positive things, but it gives. It's a good show, from a thing. Whether there's drama in that particular episode, or there's an awkward moment, or whatever the case may be, always has been quite a good show. But I'll check it out. I think it's been a while since I've watched Young Sheldon. My wife follows it a lot. I'm sure she'll be happy that there's a new season.
Like the
But yeah,
final season.
this is the finale.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Ah, guys, good things come to an end. You can
No,
only
you know
stretch.
why it's sad? It's because I feel like streaming has ruined like
True.
series culture. Like it's ruined like that thing of like having multiple seasons and multiple episodes. So it's like kind of follows that old school programming where it has so many episodes and so many seasons. Like I'm so tired of like 8 episode seasons. Ugh, you
And
can't
it's
binge
so
eight
bad that
episodes.
now people go search old shows that already have like seasons to 10 it just
10 seasons, 40 episodes. Each episode is 50 minutes. Like, you see,
It is, boy. So.
real TV.
Hmm.
guys, if there's anything that Tudum has shown us is
Wait,
that
who?
Tudum.
But I thought I didn't hear that clearly, actually. I was like, eh? What? To whom?
What's to do?
Ah, man. To whom?
When I'm Mrs. Watch Party, the sound that the streaming service you watch these shows on
Oh,
makes.
What is it?
So one thing they've showed us is that we, I don't know, like first of all that they have us here,
Mm-hmm.
and two, they push boundaries. Like look at which show is that one? Sherlock. I think it's Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes, yeah?
Yeah, literally the show has per season only 3 or 4 episodes, and the episodes are like 1 hour 30 minutes long.
Oh,
So essentially, you're watching a whole movie, but because it's so interesting and whatever the case, you end up watching 3 movies in jail or 4 movies in one night or whatever period of time that you are watching. I think they're just rubbing it in our faces. We'll show you guys that when it comes to entertainment, we have you. We will give you these shows that you will watch for days. So it's quite interesting. So yeah, guys, go watch Ted Lasso.
mm.
Very very positive show. Young Sheldon, and I don't know any other recommendations that you guys have.
Uh,
I have it. Okay, I don't know if anyone has seen it, but it's been around for a while and you can catch it on Showmax.
mm-hmm.
It's called Insecure.
I
I
don't
think
think
I've
I've seen that.
seen it.
Oh, okay. Well,
What's
yeah,
that?
it's like a show about these like African Americans living in LA. They like young and just, living life. And I think it's a very positive show in a sense of how like different it is from other like typical black shows
Oh,
and how the characters are written and the humanity in which the characters are written, especially like in Hollywood. I noticed the way that black characters are written, it's like so one dimensional.
Oh yeah, I've
But
seen it actually.
the
Yeah.
show, I feel like it really does encompass like the experience of America from like a black perspective. But yeah, it's a good show. Another,
Interesting.
what
Black
was
Civil
the
War.
other one? Okay, no, I can't think of it now. I'll tell you.
What were
Oh,
you saying, Leroy?
or again, like shout out to sis Kim actually. She plugged me with her Netflix like 2 weeks back. That so that like Leroy can watch okay the ultimatum, and I kind of enjoyed it actually. But then
No.
yeah, but then like Jumana is in like those people like by actor Joe. You know, so I was like, I know, but I know I don't. Mare, but man can Genesis is really the white guy actually. They are good guys actually. Mare video na ngayon eh. Kore high but was that captivating, but you can get hooked nyana here and there. You know, it's like, oh okay, cool. Oh okay, cool.
Have
Like
you guys seen? Have you seen the whole season, Leroy?
yeah, because the last one that I saw was where like they said Hore there's gonna be the reunion. Then I stopped.
Okay. Oh, okay. So you up to date then?
Yeah, but I don't know like hi bad. It's just that as I'm like actor to mana Joe. Cut that man. Bo ba man kana bonelo le bo ba man kana smakaleng. Like ni ketlempelo. But anyway, yeah man, it's cool. We can move.
Wonderful, wonderful. Welcome, everyone. We were just sharing it up to welcome you in, and please continue to tap the screen. Let's get to 50K. Please share the live subs. Hello, we see you, ma'am. Let's do exactly that. And Leroy, did you do the ads? Yes, you did. Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Wait, so um, we have a young um topic today that I don't know would I don't think it is, but if we stretch it, it could be somewhat connected to the Tuesday topic, right? So it has to do with our names and perhaps surnames. um do you think people live up to their names or surnames? And you could look at it any direction that you want. But do you think people live up to their names and surnames? And if so, you could give us an example, perhaps with your own name, for example. Can you say you live up to your own name and maybe even your surname? Because you have people who, certain people value surnames more than other people, others value just names. What is it for you? So come through and let's hear. Do you think you live up to your name, or people live up to their names and surnames? Lee,
Oh, me first.
let's go.
Guys, you know, and then, like my story is very weird actually, you know, but I get it because I get it. Like no kohai, we're not really as in like was that cultural where you must have the same name with pride and stuff. What if like you're okay and you sweet guys, you know, like we are here. But
Yeah.
how my first names actually came through actually was really weird actually, guys. Nah? Like please don't judge me now.
Mm.
So like when it was my turn actually, go tla mo lefatsheng le, my parents were hoping for a girl.
Okay.
I know it's weird, but yeah, they were like, no, we want a girl. Then God was like, nope, you're getting a handsome boy, sharp, grand. So my names were okay. Like so now, like my names are like what's that? Like part of what's that? a part of a like sentence nyana there. So ke modimo o ratile so re amogetse. So now like like God wanted this, so I feed it.
I fade.
Yeah, so now I'm like, so Leroy now uh, like that's the name my mother actually like gave me like later on in life. So when I researched it, uh Leroy basically means the king. So
The king.
yeah, yeah. So now looking at my life actually, how is
Yeah.
it like things have happened actually? I would say what I'm living up to my name. You know? No, like Modimo o ratile ke nne kgosi. You know? I mean, come on. Right? So re amogetse. Ah, look at God, Fanam. Look at God.
So, is it Ramogetse or Ramogetswe?
Re amogetse, as in we have accepted that he's a boy. Basically. But then yeah, man, yeah, like yeah, I'm living up to my royalty name. Do I
Okay.
have ID? No, but yeah. Oh, oh yeah. Perkemang Ndlovu guys, yes, actually, yes. Because my mother actually like calls me that. So now like
Calls you Tando.
yeah. So my child's name's gonna be Tando.
I'm confused. Why is your mom calling you Tando?
Oratile.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. Things are flowing in my head today, ne?
But you know,
Leroy, I
there's
have a
some
similar
things.
story to you, except the
Mm.
inverse, the opposite. So my parents actually like wanted a girl.
Wow.
So my name was supposed to be Karabo
Oh yeah, not
because my mom was like, her answers, her prayers were answered, right?
bad.
But then, okay, my dad ended up naming me the name that I have now. But yeah, I was that my name was supposed to be Karabo.
Ah, so why didn't you get the name Garabo?
I guess because like when I was born and my dad saw me, he was inspired to name me something completely different.
Mm.
Okay. Very interesting.
So I do feel like okay, even if okay, Garabo would have been the easy way out if that was my name because I'm already like a girl. So yeah, but I do feel like I live up to the current name I have now
But
because
also, both, and this is a total assumption, both your names also make sense
Mm.
because your mom has been given
yeah,
the
yeah,
answer.
yes, true, true,
Yeah, so still goes accordingly. All
yeah,
right,
true.
very interesting. Righty then, thank you for that story. Subsidy?
How can I not just be
You
here and
can't.
Nah.
chill?
You can't.
You've been sleeping work for 2 months, Sissy. What's that?
Whatever it is, Subs, you can't.
Waiting.
How are you, Sabelo? No,
Um,
stop. Wait.
um,
How are you?
I'm okay.
Okay, that's good.
I'm
Are you
okay.
in your car? Are you at home? Are you seated? Gonja, we know we always need to find location.
I just got to Wheatbank, literally.
Yeah, no, Sham. I don't envy
It's
this
too
life
much.
of yours.
No, it's too much, guys. It gets too much for me as well. I mean, I was here last week when I came back from Nelspruit, and I'm here again. So it gets too much for me as well, like it does.
Nah, don't worry.
No, but that's good. That's cool. That's cool. Yes. Give us the answer.
So, um,
Can't hear you, Subs.
Oh, it's a complete different.
Network, Subs. Network. Okay, maybe pause, try and find good network, Subs, and then come back. Liputi,
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Tapere.
Naphilana.
Chop
Okay,
Zile.
so okay, my first name, I won't say my first name, but I do live up to that name. Like
Okay.
to the T. I pray, I believe in God. So they gave me that name knowing very well ukuthi ngizoba umuntu nje. But my second name is Patience. I do not have patience. I am one of the most impatient people you can ever meet. I always fight with
Pumpkin.
people. Yes, this is
Pumpkin.
me,
Look
Sabs.
at Savella's comment.
Yes, it's me, Sabs. I changed my name.
Guys,
We know y'all. We know y'all.
I'm sorry, man. Yo.
can I please have a request? Can people stop changing their names and profile pictures? You guys are confusing us. I know.
Hi. Sabs, there's a lot of donos in this chat. I'm saying about no gok, about no this, no nina, no, and I'm like, yo, it's so confusing. Let me change my name.
But you change and you don't tell us.
Oh,
For
Askis.
years.
But I told you.
Only recently. Me, I did not know who's this Liputi. Every time. I thought it's a new person.
Yo, usabs angangithengisa, guys. Yo, angangithengisa. Like she's like, this person, I know this person.
I'm like, this voice blabbering. I'm like, guys, I know this voice very, very well.
Luckily, you did not come as a nonza because you would be outed already.
You are. That's why I would never call ask a man. Who is Bamba, Nina? So
Yes,
yeah,
man. Come
so
through.
I am not a very patient person. When I'm not patient to an extent where you can say to me, let's meet in 10 minutes and you are not here in 10 minutes, I will flip because why the hell aren't you here in 10 minutes? Um
Okay.
I take time with most of my stuff. Like I want things done, a certain way. Like if you start something, I want to finish it off. I don't want to wait for anyone. So even, my previous ex was a very calm, quiet guy. Every time we used to speak to him, he takes his time. Everything he did when we were doing other things, he used to take his time. So I used to be so frustrated. I used to be so frustrated in the beginning. I'm like, this guy. And I used to tell my sister would be like, maybe he's too slow. And I'm like, no, I don't think he's slow. It's just his nature. And when I met his brothers, I found out that actually this is their nature. They are like this. They are these people who are just so quiet, so cool, Bakuluma at that time, and they don't, speak a lot and whatever. But with me, it's like we used to fight about me not being patient. And even at home, my mom knows, like everyone, guys. And I always apologize and say, I am not a patient person. I try to learn, but the learning didn't happen. So you guys must forgive me as well. Because me and patience, I no. I don't, and when I asked my mom why she gave me that name, apparently I took time to come out. Apparently. And I kept
So
on
this
turning
thing
and
of taking
turning.
your time is just your thing.
So it was a big problem. It was a big problem. She's like, no, Zombies Umbekezele was too long because back in the day, I'm sure our parents used to give us like one English name and one, African
Yeah.
name and stuff. So she ended up calling me Patience.
Oh,
So
interesting.
yeah.
Did you mention your first name? Because I didn't think I caught it.
No,
Oh, okay. All right. No,
I'm
it's
not
fine.
mentioning.
I was just making
Yes.
sure that you just skipped it. Okay. No, that's
Yes,
fine.
but it has to do with something with prayer.
Okay.
Yes, yeah. So that one I definitely Naganja every
Is it
day, and it
what
was my
language is it?
grandmother's
Oh,
Devel.
sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was
No.
my grandmother's name and her great grandmother's name, and it was passed on like that. Yes. So she gave me her
Ah,
name. Yeah.
okay. And what has been your experience with the names that get passed on? Do you has there been resemblances in terms of your great grand and your grandmother to you, or anything of that sort?
Apparently, yes. In terms
Okay.
of, you know, like being always open to helping other people. My grandmother apparently was, not apparently, she was like that. I told you guys, she invited
Yes.
everyone.
Yeah.
So, in terms of that, yes, definitely. And my great grandmother also that. And Begane's kundla, my grandmother also had his kundla. She,
Kundla yini?
like she was a caregiver. She had a lot of
Ah.
positions in the community where she went around, helping out, being a member of the church, doing this, doing that. So she was like that, and I am also like that. So I think yes, it did really play a role, and yeah, I'm grateful for that actually.
Okay. Interesting. Very nice. Thank you for that
Thank you.
story. When a non-patient patient. Maybe this is another leg of the I'm gonna say it in my language, Inebe Soromo, which you taking after your own name. Maybe some names are given because you would struggle with such a thing. In your case, patience. So it is to always to remind you to be patient. That would be a crazy thing, but perhaps could be the same. So yeah, Ndlovu,
Hi, KG. How are you?
I'm alright, Ndlovu, because yourself.
I am all right, thank you. Hi, everybody. Um, for me, a name. I think a name means a lot. I remember when
Uh-huh.
I was thinking of a name for my daughter. Right, my mom told
Mm-hmm.
me that because obviously when you think of a name, usually we go for the trending names sometimes. And
Okay.
I remember that my mom said to me that um as a parent, right, you speak over your child, like you speak life into your child. And a name is the first prophecy that you speak into your child's life. So it's very important for you to put thought into the name that you give your child. And I think it took me a while to figure out a name. I think by the time I had a name, it was when I was close to giving birth to my daughter. That was when I actually had a name for her. So I definitely do think that is very important, and I do hope that she does live up to her name.
If you don't mind me asking, how old is she?
She is 4 now.
And in this time, have you seen them taking shape to the name, perhaps?
I
I
definitely
know
have.
they might not fully understand the meaning of the name at this point, but have you seen anything of that nature?
I definitely have. I definitely have. Quick story about my daughter, right? I
Mm-hmm.
lost my dad in 2019, and I gave birth to my daughter on, I think it was supposed to be on the day that he passed away, but because I gave birth via C-section, I had to go earlier. So I literally gave birth to my daughter on the day that the anniversary of my dad's death,
Oh,
essentially.
okay.
So when I thought of a name for her, it was that she is a rainbow, right? Because after rain comes rainbow. And I definitely feel that she has been that, because as much as it was hard, but we didn't really feel the grief in as much as if she wasn't there. So I definitely do feel that she was the rainbow after the storm.
That's so cool.
Interesting. So is the name Rainbow as in rainbow, or is in another language?
It's in Zulu. Tingo lenkosazana. She's a rainbow
Ine?
princess. Tingo lenkosazana. So
Fingo is a rainbow.
Utingo is a rainbow.
Utingo.
Yeah.
Yo!
So Uthingo. That's a rainbow.
Leroy, do you know a rainbow in your language, dog?
Ish.
Go
Bragada
Google
got
it.
fat time,
Go
brag.
Google it and come back.
Okay, okay, ciao. Okay, so let me check your mind.
Okay, all right. That's quite interesting. That's quite interesting. And what about you?
I also definitely do think I live up to my name. Like my name, my parents named me Nomfundo, and I am an advocate for learning, be it through education or through life or whatever the case may be. I love people that can teach me something new, and I'm constantly learning new things. So I definitely do think that I live up to my name.
Okay. No. Thank you so much. What uthi ngolwenkosazana. Hey, what a long name.
It's a mouthful, I know.
It is. It is. It is. Clearly at home, or I'm assuming, I don't know if Ndlovukazi is also your name, but yeah, y'all love the, you know.
Another story
Um,
about Ndlovukazi, sorry.
Repeat.
Ndlovukazi, I'm saying that Ndlovukazi is not actually my real name, but my dad called me that from the day that I was born. So I think he also wanted that to be my name, but my mom was just like, she's not gonna have that many names in her ID. But that was his name for me.
I see. I see. I see. What do you guys think about this thing of parents, grandparents, or not even everyone wanting to name your child? Should it be the case? Should you even adhere to those requests, or sometimes they are forced upon you? Like, how do you guys handle that? Like, you are about, or you have given birth to a child, or you are about to give birth to a child. Your mother has a name, your father has a name, your siblings have a name for your child, your grandmother, your grandfather. Like, everyone just has a name in J that they're giving your child. How do you guys navigate that? Ndlovukasi, did you experience a similar situation?
Not necessarily. For me, like I said, my mom told me that I need to name my own child because, like I said, she believes in the fact that you as a parent need to prophesy over your own child, right? With her second name, her dad, I gave her dad the honor of being able to give her a second name. And
Okay.
with him, it was a thing of when he lost his sister when she was very young. I think she was still a baby. So he had in his, wish was that when he had a daughter or his first daughter, he would like to name her after his sister. So that's his second name.
Okay. Interesting. Great stuff. I'm seeing a name Impala. Mpangan. Mola what?
Molalatla, ditsala.
And what does it mean?
It means rainbow. Come on, dog. You asked the question, right?
Molalatladi or Molalatladi? That's interesting. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah. So
What
now,
That's very.
so, like sorry about that. So now, like, there's another name happen now. Bareke Motse Wabadimo. So somewhere there's the one.
The Mutsuaba Dimu kind of makes sense, but okay.
Yeah.
I see why they would call it Mutsuaba Dimu, but okay. Very interesting. Thank you for that, Mpanyana.
Oh.
Please come share, Kabile. Please do come share. Mbalomu, sorry, Ndlovukasi, I think you wanted to say something before Leroy spoke.
No, I saw it in the comment. I wanted to know what language that was in.
Tswana.
Setswana.
Wow.
Okay. There we go, Mr. Advocate. Setswana. Yeah. My son has 3 names because everyone wanted to name him. And any of those names your name when Mbalomuhle? Please, Kabile, come. Oh yes, Kabile, you're here. Sorry, I didn't see you. Come through, come through. How are you?
Hi guys.
This is the first time I'm hearing you speak, Kabile. After so many months you've been here.
My voice is shy. I'm not shy.
Boo,
My
boo, boo,
voice
boo,
is
boo, boo. So it's your voice that is shy, not you.
not me.
Nice one, nice one. How are you, mommy?
Oh, hi guys. So
You even have a beautiful voice. It must never be shy, please.
oh my god, thank you.
Pleasure.
So the topic of names. I hold it so close to my heart because it's one of the best memories I have of my parents.
Okay.
So yeah, my parents are both dead, by the way, but I've been missing them. And then this topic came out, and I just thought of something that was always funny to me because they will always fight about my name.
Okay.
So when I was born in hospital, my mom named me Nomcebo, right? In
Okay.
Zulu, when the name starts to have no, it means mother of or advocate of. Like Nomfundo was saying, she's the advocate of education. So Nomcebo is like the mother of wealth. Then
With that, sorry, with that education, is there a male version of no?
um, male will be just Mfundo.
Aha.
Education.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Continue.
So my mom named me that name, and my dad already had Tebile on his mind when he came to the hospital. And the nurses was like, "You look like that child. You look like Nomcebo." He was like, "Who?" No, my child is Tebile. These things they mean more or less the same thing.
Yeah.
But the way he interpreted it, he was like, they know in Nomcebo means no world. So you guys are just, you guys mean my child will be poor for the rest of her life. So they just had that back and forth of Nomcebo Tebile, you know. So I guess it just means money will come my way, not yet, but it will come. But no, Tebile goes a long way. It means
Ah.
absence of things. Yeah, I get things. It just means fortunate in a way.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
That's
then
wonderful.
my second name is Lucia, which translates to light. I also
Mhm.
think I live to that name because a lot of people when they meet me, they like I just give them the positive energy. Like even if someone is having a bad day, they'll have a good day. So I just feel like that's that name. I'm also living to that name. But my dad gave me that name because he went to Saint Lucia and he really liked how the sun was so bright in the morning. And he was like, "This is a beautiful view, Saint Lucia." And she was
Mm.
like, "You are Lucia," because I like
Mm.
that. I really
Nice.
liked the sun and the view, the lights and stuff. Yeah.
Interesting.
That's it.
Fascinating. Okay. No, that's nice. Good to hear the story. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for carrying your nervous voice or your shy voice and making sure we can hear it. We appreciate it. Right then. Mbalumihle.
Hi guys.
Hello, hi. That is
Hi.
not a shy voice at all.
No, it is. That's why I'm always on the comments there.
Welcome. Thank you for honoring us today for coming out of the comments and
Thank you, thank
giving
you.
us such a good listening to such a great voice. Yes, please come through.
Yes, so my name is Mbali. My dad named me Mbali because he said I was his flower. So, but now my son, like I said,
Okay.
my son has three names.
Yes.
The first one, Undumiso.
Okay.
His dad named him Undumiso because
Hmm.
his name is Undumiso. And then the second one is Unjabulu. So my mom said Injabulo yake because she has two daughters and I had the first son. So she feels like it's her son. And
Yes.
then I named him Zain, which means um, God's gracious gift.
Zane.
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, so I named him Zain because I couldn't find. I didn't want to name him gift in Zulu, so I wanted it to be more meaningful. So that's why I named him Zain.
Interesting.
Yeah.
This was gonna be my second question or another question to say, what do you do when your language fails you in the name
In the
that you want to
naming.
give your child?
Yeah. Yeah.
So don't you get like, didn't you get some questions of Zayn manj?
Yeah. No, I did ask, and people were telling me, Guti, I should name him a what was the Sipo, and I'm like, ay. Or Sipe Sihle, ay, and I was like, no. It's not hitting the spot. Where's that gracious? Because I need that gracious in it. So yeah, so that's why I chose Zayn. Yeah.
Interesting. Very nice. Very nice. We love that boldness. That's very good. And do you think he is living up to the names? All
So
the
far, so
three
good.
names?
So far, so good. He's still young, so yeah, so far, so good.
That's great. That's great. And
Yes.
for you, as Mbali, do you think you live up to? How do you live up to a name Mbali in
I,
your
I,
own understanding?
I think because a flower is so fragile, and I feel like I'm fragile in my nature. Like I'm soft. I always want to be nurtured. So I think I'm living up to it because of the softness that it brings. Like a flower is a very delicate plant. So yeah, I think that's why they named me Umbali. And yeah, I'm a flower to everyone. I'm a flower to my mom, to my dad, to most of the people that I live with. Yeah.
Okay. Very interesting. Thanks.
Yes.
Thanks for that interpretation.
Thank you.
We love
Thank you,
it. We
guys.
love hearing about it. And thank you for honoring us to come to the
Thank
panel.
you. Thank you.
Much appreciated. Okay.
Alrighty.
Stick around. Don't go away. Just
Oh,
stick
okay.
around.
Okay, let me
Just
stick
mute
around.
and stick around. Okay.
Alrighty.
Enjoy the presence of the panel.
Okay.
All right. Mponyana.
Good morning, good morning.
Kilu, hi. How are you?
I am well, thank you. How are you?
Top Togo. Top Togo.
Ne. I already shared my story down there, but
Please.
apparently Lebatla more.
Rebata with the honey voice,
More.
babe.
We
Rebata with the honey voice.
want
You
more.
must come complete.
Rako.
Noted, noted. So my names are Margaret Mpo Poto, right? So
Repeat, please.
Margaret Mpo Poto, right?
Is it
So
poto or poto?
Poto, Poto,
Okay.
pot. Yes,
Oh, so
that is
it's
my
actually
surname.
meaning pot. That's what I wanted to
Yes.
get. Okay. Good.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So, my first name actually, the Margaret one, it was given to me because my great grandmother died a month before I was born. Right. So they were like, no, ngwana o ra go mo raya gore ke Margaret, because that is her great grandmother's name. And growing up and to being where I am right now, everybody is literally saying, "O tshwana le mma, o tshwana le mma," like everything you do, o tshwana le mma. Because they say they say I'm strict, and I'm not, but they say I'm strict towards everybody. And I have this motherly nature towards everybody in the family. So that is how she was. And I guess that is how I'm living up to that name. And the Mpo one was given to me because my mom and my dad believed I am a gift of their love, you know. And I see it. Guys, there are days where I'm just sitting and I'm like, no, but I'm actually a gift to these people. And not to sound arrogant and self-centered, ne? But you can see the value you add to other people's lives. And it's so beautiful to see that, I am a gift. And one person who, actually two people that actually always remind me that I'm a gift is my grandmother from my maternal side and my grandmother from my paternal side. They never shy away from reminding me, "Oh, you are actually a gift because we are because of you. You are always here, you're always present, you're always doing this, you're always doing that." And yeah, we're just grateful for you. So yes, I'm living up to both my names, and I'm happy with them. As when I was still a baby, or yeah, when I was still a child, I was like, this Margaret name, It's so big for a child. This small. But
Yeah.
like now I embrace it. Like I used to say, "Oh, hi, my name is Mpopoto." No. Now I literally start with my first name. I'm like, "No, my name is Margaret Mpopoto." You know? I should actually write it here on TikTok so that, you know, and a subs
Hi man.
it
Sapse o buila re tlo re tsenya stress mo. Keep mponyana ro tseba ka mponyana.
Yeah, please.
No, and I
Please,
also want to clarify the Mponyana from Mpo part. So my names are
Please.
Margaret Mpo, ne? So the
Ah.
Mponyana comes kamo gabo papa. Bampitsa Mponyana because my uncle's name is Mpo. So there's a senior Mpo.
Ah.
So it was always like Mpo Mpo hwatlhakatlhakana ka mo ntlong. So they were like, "Oh no,
Okay.
wena Mponyana ka mo gae."
Ah.
Mhm.
Okay.
cool.
Yeah.
Interesting. Nice. Okay. No, I
Yep.
think a lot of things make sense now. Now
How?
I can tie your personalities and some of the things that never made sense that you do, and I'm like, why is this person like this? Now it makes sense. Especially the Margaret part. Makes perfect sense.
Batung, that is Sekgothudi.
Makes perfect sense. Makes perfect sense. It just you know, and I've told you this, like we you know your tendencies, eh? I don't know if you want me to tell these people your tendencies.
Tell these people
We're
my
gonna have a
tendencies.
Guys,
Because
do you guys know, without incriminating her, do you guys know that the person we are talking about, not this one, but the person we are talking about, ne, has how many? 3 or 4 qualifications that are not in your name. Guys,
don't do that to me.
this girl has 3 or 4 qualifications, except the one she has that is in her name.
Ish, that is Sekgothudi.
She has these qualifications, like, you know, yeah, mponyana.
Ka o
Makes
stressa,
sense.
ne?
Makes sense. It's fine.
Ish.
Le taba ya Mpho also, it makes sense. Makes sense. Taba nje ya gore ya la house seo nje, like,
Hey, wena, hwatlhakatlhakana. Guys, wait, see, this thing, I remember very well, and I think I told you guys this last year. Ke look Montana. These people, I don't know what the DSTV was doing. Do you guys know, Hore? Sometimes these things, these technological things, you just have to switch on and off,
Yeah.
right? But no, these people had to call me all the way from Montana and say, "Baby girl, no, re xakekile. Help us." I am literally miles away from you guys. Can't you just switch on and off and then your problems will be fixed? Hey, bathong, no, guys. Mm.
wow. Yeah, no, thank you for sharing when I'm Mponyana. It all makes sense. Now it's difficult to call you Mponyana, you know. Now that I know it's a
Ow. Yeah,
It's actually difficult to say the other name Mpho instead of saying Mponyana, but we'll get there.
yeah, I know.
Thank you for sharing that. I think it makes sense. And do you, probably you do you have names for your children already?
You know, funny you should ask this because yesterday I posted on my status, Hore. My husband will have to understand that because I love football, some of my kids' names will have to have my favorite, not even football player, but like, guys, what, what's ki moshimanyana wa ka tshwantse e be Joseph. Because I love Pep Guardiola, guys. I love that man. You guys don't understand. I love Pep Guardiola. So my husband will have to understand. But yes, I recently saw or came across a beautiful Setswana name. Ne ke tlo re Tswana name, but because o ratile ke yo o re botsa gore Setswana.
Yes, Tswana kgaitsedi.
Okay, so a beautiful Setswana name. Ba re ke Yana. meaning pula yana. And one thing about me, I love water, I love rain, I love the sea, I love being around water. I will be scared to go into the water, but I love being around water. And as a Scorpio, that is a water sign, so it all, it all amalgamates. So yeah, I think Yana is a very beautiful, beautiful name for a baby.
You're not pronouncing it correctly though.
Oh, green.
Say it, let's hear.
Yana.
No, when you say Yana, you're saying like this.
Accent tsa rona. Guys, nna ke nna mo Pitori.
Arna
Ga ka
tawa.
golela ko Northwest.
Arna
Please.
tawa. Ilina la
Please,
Setswana.
okay.
Arna tawa.
Okay, correct me, sir.
Yana.
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 Yo, mpho
But that's what you guys are saying.
No.
Yana.
Yana.
Ne?
So, okay, say the full sentence.
Pula yana.
Exactly. When you're saying it as a sentence, you're saying it correctly. But when you're saying it alone, you're not saying it correctly.
Yana.
Nice. Wait.
No, but you guys get me. So that will be my baby's name.
We get you, but please go practice before this child comes, please. Please.
Hey guys,
Please.
hope. Guys, wait, ke ya ana. So ke pula yana. So ke
Yana.
yeah, so ke
Yes.
YAA.
Okay. Yana.
Yana.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yana.
Okay, so
It's
ke sa
a Yana.
twenga, because ha ke
Yeah.
twenga
Don't go Yana. No, Yana.
No,
Hi,
yana.
Yana.
Okay,
Because I
okay,
meet my
cool,
child over
right.
here. Ke pula yana. What?
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that
It's a beautiful name. I've never come across anyone with that name. Have you?
it's so no, I saw it on TikTok. There was a lady who was saying like giving a list of beautiful names that she has come across, and I was like, this is a very beautiful name.
Very,
Because I love rain, I love water.
very interesting. Please do share that video if you find it. Let me
No
just
problem.
hear.
I will do.
Sorry? Oh, yeah.
Okay, I will do so.
Thank you so much. Much appreciated.
Thank
Is that the
you.
only
But
name?
let me see. Oh my God.
Hi. It's fine. Dilala
Venus.
Pulena. Eh?
Venus as well. I think Venus is a very beautiful name because Venus is the planet of love. So yes, Venus.
Also be careful for the bully. I get to change maina so that your child is not bullied.
No, my child will not be bullied, guys. I am not manifesting that. My child will not be bullied.
But we need to be careful of these things, guys. We need to be careful of these things.
We do. But guys, what grade I am, really being really socially acceptable for the teens.
No, but I get it. You can just do the first one being Yana, and then the other one is for them to know. They will decide if they want to use it in the public space or not.
Yeah, that can work.
So yeah.
Can work.
So interesting. So yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Purple.
Thank you.
We really
Bye-bye,
appreciate
guys.
it. Bye. Let's see. My baby would be Barney. Yo, I'm sure I butchered that one. Which is my cousin. Which means light, same as my English name. How is no, come back, Tabil. No, you need to tell us this thing properly, because this name for me, I can't pronounce it. I need to hear the proper pronunciation of this word. Is it Sbani Vel? Just it, or Spani? What is it, guys? Ngarobani and
It's
Linsa.
Sibani, not Sibani. Sibani.
Sibani.
Sibani, yes. Sibani esihle.
Sibani.
Not
Okay.
Sibani. Yo, guys, yo.
Nagereke Sbanban. Sbanban.
You're putting too much emphasis on the B.
I told y'all, must be careful with your children's names.
You're
Bullies
putting
are
too
out
much
here.
emphasis on the
Sbanban.
B.
Prometheus ban. It's fine.
Bunny. It's bunny.
Oh man. Y'all are killing me.
It's bunny.
Guys, stop giving me ammunition. Please repeat Kabile, now I'm listening.
Okay.
Sibani. Sibani.
Also, the S doesn't go along, so why don't you put an I on
No.
after the S?
It's the new age. We don't put eyes.
Ha!
New generation don't put eyes.
Guys in. You see, y'all are the ones who are responsible for us losing our languages now.
But Makana, baby,
Yebo.
like, why not? What's that? What's that? Mbani. No, because like,
Mbani, that means lightning.
oh,
Mbani. It's
Mbani
lightning.
is not like, it's not milli-meal.
No,
Oh, wow.
millimil is umbila.
Ah,
Umbila.
so kiss
okay.
Yeah, Sibani is light, which is my English name.
Mbani. KG.
Ma'am, please make sure that your child is nowhere near me. Because me, I'll butcher the name. I'm just telling you right now that I do not trust me to call your child's name. Please find a nickname for me, or I'll just call Mtanaga Trebile. Done. Because yeah, it's rough. Because come through.
Whenever I think of like butchering people's names, I wanted to call my daughter Genesis, right? But I always thought about how black people will call her Genesis. Yo, and that put me off.
It's even better. And then I was gonna call her Genesi.
No,
Oh,
that put me off.
Genesi.
It put me off so much, and I used to love that name. But I was just like, you are no, I don't have the strength of always correcting people to say Genesis.
The problem about Genesis, you see, I'm even saying Genesis. The problem about that name, because it's a biblical name and there's a translation for every language, I will call it to the language. I know, not.
Exactly.
Oh man.
I literally
Yeah,
just
no.
imagined everybody saying Genesis, Genesis. I was just like, no, we're not doing that.
Ubani lo uGenesis?
Black people just have a way of ruining people's names.
Ndlovukazi. And then they cut it short and then that's Gene.
Okay, yo,
Yeah, your child be called, hey, Gene.
yo. Or I can just imagine her being a screw in future calling herself sis. My name is sis. I'm just like, no. No.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
Oh, oh, hey. But can KG, but like Jesus, you know? I get
Yeah.
it.
Screw. Jesus.
No, man, no, I like call me Jesus, you know? Because I'm the
Oh man. Yeah, like killing me today. Thank you for that. Much appreciated, guys. Much appreciated. I used to love the name Genesis until I saw a Kuraf mos Kuraf. Now imagine in jail, your child in jail following such. Hi guys, I hear y'all. Thank you for sharing. For all of you who are just tuned in and joined us, we just want to know, do you believe people's names or people live up to their names? So do you live up to your name? What is your name? And do you think you live up to it? Could even be your surname. Do you think you live up to your surname or your name? Come through Tell us a bit about that, and let's learn a couple of things. Biblical named people never live up to their names. Now you're fighting, K. I wanted to call my son Nathan in 2022, but I was scared they're gonna analyze my baby.
But my
Nathani.
question is, how would you sonoralize Nathan? What would you say?
Nathani.
Nathani.
Guys. Leroy has this one. Nathaniel. Wait. Ra mo tsenela go guys. Re bona Nathaniel tla kwa re
Man.
So to
Come
make
to
issue with your
Dlovu.
pronunciation is a big problem. Like if I don't say my daughter's name first and people read it from a paper, they usually say the sound. So uthingo, not utingo. So they they put the T and the H together. So then you have to correct them that no, it's utingo, not uthingo.
Yo. Yeah, no. It's a bit of a mess. It's a bit of a mess. Names are very are very personal. Touche, but names are very personal, and people don't take keen to mispronouncing of their names. And I think for the longest time I was that person. That's why you always hear me introduce myself as KG and never in my full name. So if you're gonna say my full name, better say it right. Right. So even my own self, I struggled, pronouncing my name correctly. So that's that. Leroy, are you just posting the question there, or what's the plan, guy?
And then I'm asking you now.
Oh, you're asking me?
Yeah.
Why is Kay saying she can't get onto the panel?
Ha ke tlhaloganye le nna re ke bona.
Come here. I don't think there's any
Okay.
problem. Oh, so my name, oh, guys. What? Leroy, please say my name. Say my name, say my name.
Okay. Katie's name get Kagiso. So which means peace.
You pronounce it so well, my boy. What? That's good. That is my name, and it means peace. And y'all can decide if I live up to that name. So basically, the story behind there are not so many ways, ma'am. There's only one way to pronounce that name. There's not so many ways, K. I refuse. Um, my name, or the story behind how I was named, it's not so beautiful as you guys have said your names. So my first name, or let me start with my second name. So my second name is I can think of a few pronunciations, sonor version and British version. So my second name is an English name, and it was passed down from my paternal grandfather, because that was his name also, yeah. And now I think my dad, or both my parents, wanted to give me both his names, but my dad was like, hey, it's gonna be awkward if we want to reprimand this boy and we call him, or I guess for my dad it would have been awkward for him if he wanted to reprimand me and he uses his full father's names, So he's like, no, I'm not gonna name you or him or me in this case both the names of my grandfather. So then my English name is Enoch with a CK, not with a CH. And then that's then when I got the name Kagiso. As to why the name, I'm not sure. I don't think it has anything to do with me being a last born. I don't think it has anything to do with possibly a situation that would have happened at the time to name me that. It was just then a name that they gave, and I think I love it. I love both names. I used to use the second name when I was in primary, because my then teacher used to call me by it, and so I got known amongst the teachers with that very name, and yeah, and then I decided to use my Tswana name when I went into high school, and that's it, because it is actually my first name on my ID. So that's basically it. And my surname is Sekgothudi. And for those who don't know what it means as to why they use that name, I'm not too sure, or rather the surname. And I've come to know that it has its origins somewhere in the Limpopo area. So whoever is from Limpopo and has met a surname Sekgothudi, although it's spelled differently in Limpopo, let me know what you know the meaning of the name to be. So that is me. Leroy Oshap, did I answer you? Leroy?
As I had bright like it's got 2 minutes, but then yeah, actually, you put it really beautifully. Call he so nice, nice. Executed right there. So guys, like, what do you think of call Hiso's word there, Miss K?
I wanted to actually speak on the whole issue of like, black parents nowadays, some of them are giving their kids names like Skylar and like, like those kind of names, and then the surname doesn't make sense with that name. Like now you're like Madison Mujapili, and it's like, what? It doesn't
Yeah,
even
I
flow.
think, yeah, continue.
It doesn't even make
Okay.
sense aesthetically. Like, but you know what's funny is the other way around. Like, if someone has like like a vernac name, and then their surname is English or whatever, then okay, it like you could be like Tepang, Williams. That sounds better than like Skylar Mukwena or something. Like, it just doesn't
I
make
beg to differ.
sense. It doesn't make
I beg to
sense.
differ. Not to take away anything. I mean, your surname is your surname, but unless obviously with understanding of your history, where your English surname comes from, I would get that. But yeah, for me, I think the other way around, for me, makes a bit sense. What are you in Skyla? Be Skyla Mtombeni, it's fine. you know. And not the other way around. But I guess it's a preference issue. Funny enough, the names of my children are not in my language, and I don't know how I feel about that. In a sense that one, obviously the questions that would come could see, and then where do you get this name, type of a thing. And I think there was this period in public discourse or just debate in general about names, that being pro-African means not using other languages, to name our children, and it did make me question and wonder, should I endeavor to have my kids' names be directly my language, or is it a case of the meaning in the name? And for some, who in this case, mine is the case, where the names of my children were given to me by God, so that's just it. That for me will be the final name. So it's one of those things where I'm just like, I don't know how that's gonna work out, but the names are my names. But then, in terms of secondary names, definitely my Tswana names will definitely go in. So I don't know, okay. I guess it depends what rocks in one's boat. Because some people, the names are given spiritually. For some people, it's just finding names. For some people, is naming someone after someone. So I don't know. If I may read a couple of comments, I think I saw some things here. Let's see. Oh, I can just name my kid Tsebile the first, Tsebile the second. Maybe, why not? Okay, so it's funny when the name is deep vernacular, but the child can't even speak the language. Hey, yeah. Tirelo, this is a huge essay issue. Parents wanting their kids to be Caucasians. But is giving your child a Caucasian name wanting your kids to be Caucasian? My siblings and I have English names, like full on English names when Alola. And do you know the story behind it? Well, Mandela named one of his children Makhato, and he was a Xhosa man. Come to UK?
Yeah, no, I was just saying like I would actually give my if I had a son, there's a specific like Japanese name that I have locked in.
Wow.
Yeah, but it also is a name in Xhosa as well. I just found out. So I could
Ah,
like finesse that too. But it just won't mean the
interesting.
same thing though. But
Do you
yeah,
mind sharing the name?
I do mind. I
Okay.
don't tell people my future kids' names because people have already like taken them. So yeah, I can't.
Okay. But if people take your kids' names, they don't take it with the revelation that you have for your kids' names. So
They have.
how?
Like, you know, when you talk about like, you know, future names, like this is what I'm gonna name my kid, or I like this name, I think this would be, you know, it's you usually have those conversations in like passing, like casually, like,
Uh-huh.
you know, and then somebody's picking up and then they actually like going ahead and naming their kids those names. So I had to like
Hmm.
now keep a like I have a journal where I put the names that I want
Yeah.
or like that I like, yeah. But I also like
Fascinating.
Arabic names as well.
Uh-huh. All
Yeah.
right. No, that's interesting. I don't think the names of my kids anyone would even want to name their kids those names, but yeah, I get what you mean. For me personally, I think it has to do to what I think it was. I hope it wasn't Lovgas who said it that the name of your child being a prophecy over your child. Yeah.
Can I also
Um,
add on after you speak?
Sure. So, the name of your child being a prophecy in your child and charting a course for your child, and we have, for me, my reference will always be biblical in these regards, that we have stories in the Bible where names were given. You will have a child, this child will be named so and so. And this brings me to the question of then how do we, has anyone decided to change the name or their name because it speaks ill of them, or it's not a good name and therefore chose a good name for themselves? Because sometimes parents used to give children names as a result of the pain that they've gone through, and then therefore this name follows this child. And as you are older, you decide this is not how I want my life to go about. I want to change it. Come to K.
Okay, in terms of this, I only know one person, and it's okay, it's not one person, but it's every person whose name is Matlakala hates their name for some reason, and they always want to change their name.
Definitely.
And it didn't come to my attention that, like, okay, obviously, yeah, when you hear the name at face value, you think this is a definition. But once someone told me like a more deeper definition of Matlakala, and I started to question, like, okay, why do we see it in such this shallow way instead of like the deeper meaning?
What was the definition you got?
So basically, they said that Matlakala is not just, it doesn't just mean like dirt, but it's also like the dirt of like the grave, like when someone passes away and then like you go to the open grave and you pour like a portion of the soil that you're going to dig back into their grave. Like it has something to do with that, like the meaning of the name. But like most people, yeah, we just see it as like, oh, it means like trash or dirt or whatever. And so that's why like a lot of the people who have that name, they end up using their second names or coming up with a whole new name altogether.
Okay. No, I hear you. I think you also wanted to say something before I asked the question of.
I also wanted to ask a question about now, because as we become more and more of a global society, names will become like, so I feel like people are going to be more vigilant of certain names that they'll give their child. Like, is this name easy to pronounce? Is it like, does it have that aesthetic appeal or whatever? Because I saw someone do this study. She was a recruiter, and she was saying that, like, these recruitment programs that they use, that like basically when you apply for a job and upload your CV, they kind of just like generate and gather your information from your CV, like your name and stuff like that. And based on that, like the algorithms are already like biased around certain names, to the point where even some parents are even thinking of like giving their kids like gender neutral names for their daughters, because the biases there as well. So I was just thinking, like, has anyone ever considered those things of like how your child's name would look on an international stage, and also like just those biases as well as we become more globalized? Because I see with Asian people especially, like so many of them like are not using their real names. They all have like English names.
Personally, I don't think you should, like, from the point of prophecy over your child, right? This is a name, and also maybe we just to go slightly deeper in that, and I've noted Leroy and Glovu, just to go deeper on that, the issue of a name for me is calling you as God calls you. That's one. And if I'm gonna call you anything different, just as we say there is power in the words that we speak. If you always speak ill of yourself, of your children, that will reflect. And the name, and your name is the one thing that gets said a lot to you, and you respond to that particular name. So just being given a random name just because you want to be global, I don't agree to that. And yeah, they are different languages for a reason. Keep your name. If someone doesn't want to pronounce your name, you make a fuss about them pronouncing your name just as much as you pronounce their name. If they chose to choose an easier name to use, that's their issue, type of a thing. But yeah, stop it there for now. Leroy, please come through, and then Glavagazi come through.
I actually want to put some six can here, guys. Now, so now, what was your school days name? Berking, as in like nickname actually. you know. But no, and but because like mine was actually pumpkin actually because I was really a, let's say, chubby kid, you know. So now like the whole community dog is like they call me pumpkin, dude. No, and like
I
even
can't see you as a chubby kid, bruh.
yeah, I know, bruh. I was exactly like you actually, Joe. As in, we take him fit like Joe brag like live and Joe. There are friends actually like what's that from home that still call me pumpkin, bruh. And I'm so skinny right now, and I'm like, guys, like that was a long time ago, man. Can't think about you, man. Born, you a pumpkin, it's fine. So now, what was your nickname back in your school days?
So when I pumpkin is same WhatsApp group,
Exactly.
Kibito.
Exactly.
Primary school. Okay, from my name, everyone used to call me KG. That's that. But my primary school teacher used to call me Pilot. Not Pilato, but as in pilot of the profession. Because my parents, when I was growing up, used to work at the airport, and I used to visit a lot, and I had a keen interest in, I had an opportunity at that tender age to fly on an aircraft, in a private aircraft. I would go to the navigation tower and see everything else. And that was my first introduction to the profession of being a pilot. And that, I think, when I flew in a private plane and I was given the controls, I was like, this is it. This is cementing the fact that I'm gonna be a pilot. So whenever I was asked, what you're gonna be, I'm gonna be a pilot. And that was the thing up until high school. And I still have the same desire. I'm probably gonna get like a private flying license, particularly a helicopter. But in any case, that is the thing that I had until I went to a high school, and it was a technical school. So I took interest into technical trades, and that's just how my career went in that regard. So yeah, pilot.
Are tontos Pilato, badiata, oh, are ha anamolako. Yeah,
Yes, sir. So that was that. Ndlovugasi, I think you had your hand raised, Elian. Sorry.
Oh no, I wanted to speak on the changing names part, the one that you spoke about earlier. That, for example, my sister, right? My sister, her mom gave birth at 16. So, like my aunt gave birth to her when she was 16. And I remember my grandfather, they said that my grandfather was so angry that she wanted to call the child Pangsid, which means in a hurry. So my grandmother was like, no, that is not going to happen. But that was literally his name for my sister. Like he called her that until the day that he died. It wasn't in the
Yo.
birth certificate though. My grandmother was like, no, it's not going to go on her birth certificate. But yeah. And then on what Uke said about the names, I don't know. I feel like as people, right, like you said, Kagiso, that we find pride in our names. And I think the only way that other people will be able to see that pride is when we are the ones that put our names out there. Like when somebody mispronounce your name, make sure that you correct them and they say it right, because we put in a lot of effort into how other races' names are said, right? So I
Exactly.
feel like the effort should be mutual, where we shouldn't have to shorten our names or find an English name, because that's literally what our grandparents had to go through. They were sent home because they didn't have an English name, where they were told, go home and then come back tomorrow with an English name to school. So if we are going to go back, it's not being progressive. It's not being progressive at all.
Definitely, definitely. And we look at a lot of other people within even the Black community who stick to their names. That's just my name. You will pronounce my name as it is. So we have to do the same if we want our languages and our names to stay alive. Indeed. Alrighty then. Let me have pumpkin, and I think it's about that time that we have, guys, we have a special guest on the live. Okay, Liputsi, come through. Leroy, who's the special guest? Liputsi, please do.
Oh,
And
hey. So another thing with the meaning and the, what is it? Now I lost my train of thought. Okay, wait. So when I used to use patience, because UK mentioned the fact that we need to correct people, ukuthi bapronounce kanjani amagama ethu. When I started working, they couldn't pronounce my first name, and on the global email address list, my name was long, so my name and surname couldn't fit, in that email listing. So they decided to call me Patience. And honestly, when I was called Patience, I feel like a lot of things didn't go right in my life. Honestly, things were just, all over the place. When I used to go home, people used to call me, at home they used to call me by my, normal name, and then everyone would call me Patient. And I found out actually things were not going well for me. Then when I decided that I'm going to change my name 2 years in, when I started with the new company, 2 years in, I told them, I'm changing my name back. I need my name, my original name. You guys need to call me by that name. And I feel like, I don't know how you guys believe, but I feel like things started going well for me. Izinto zami zihamba kahle. When I go home, everything is okay at home, at work. People were like, but why did you use that name in the beginning? And I told them what the issue was. But then when I started using my real name, everything just started like flowing, honestly, like flowing like crazy. So yeah.
okay, no, solid. Lola,
Good morning.
good morning. How are you, Mama?
All is well. How are you?
Togozile.
I'm not here to discuss my name.
Wenzani like wenzani.
I'm here to tell you of my brother's names. I think they're cool.
Okay, let's
The first
hear.
one being Future. The second one is Worthy. The last one is Quentin. Right? That's it.
Interesting. Actually, Worthy is a meaning of my children's names.
Is it?
Yeah,
What are
but
your
it's in
children's
a
names?
different language. Pardon me?
What are your children's names?
I can't say them, unfortunately.
Okay.
Because Shala DM ungawari.
Okay.
So yeah, so those are beautiful names. Future, Worthy, and the other one? Quentin, yeah?
Quentin. Yeah.
What does Quentin mean?
I have no idea.
Hmm.
But we call him Q.
All right. No, that's a very beautiful names. Why don't you want to tell us your names? Lola? Lola.
Sophie.
And you said it's twins.
No, I'm not Sophie. Lola was given by my granny, so my granny was colored, and then she wanted to basically call me Jolanda, but there was already a Jolanda in the family, so they called me Yolanda.
Ah, okay.
Nickname called Lola.
Ah. All right. The other one?
Guys, please don't call me Lola. Oh, it's not Lola.
It's what?
Lola.
Right, Lola. We hear you. But the second one, Pella. Hey, she just disappeared. Yo, Lola doesn't play.
Yo, can I also ask a question now? Like, we're talking about names and stuff. You know how, like, during the apartheid era, like, people changed their race classification, and then that would cause you to actually, like, especially if you're black, like, now you have to change your name and surname now.
Please repeat.
Like, during the apartheid era, when people changed their race classification,
Okay.
maybe going from, like, black to, say, to be colored, for
Uh-huh.
example, you'd have to change your whole name to do that,
Yeah.
like including your surname,
Yeah.
and then
It's so
separate
sad.
yourself from your family if they don't if they don't qualify or want to change as well. So then now, like from that spiritual sense, like the family name now culturally it's gone from one branch of a family.
We have a saying in my language where "Tsika baneng ya kgaogana." So you have a vein, the main vein in the body branches out to too many veins, and someone decided to branch out to a different thing. Zauti, engoko. But that's very. I think also some people from neighboring countries who came into South Africa, to then be accepted, then changed their surnames and names, so that they can get a better life, in South Africa. So yeah, it's very interesting how these things go about. Righty, Leroy, are you here, dog?
Yeah, I'm here, bro. Man, there's like see, my guest actually, how can so because I really don't know how JD say things really young, but then no man
Okay.
from home actually, like he makes those what's that what's it working those videos just Setswana actually, you know, he actually teaches people Setswana, like culture Setswana, you know, like lady joke nyana here and there.
Okay.
Yeah, but monna wa Motswana actually.
Ah,
Yeah.
interesting. Wait, is it the one Wadi Pop?
Yeah. Yeah, that one.
Ah. Kana, what's
Yeah.
his favorite line? Muwat wat ya pok. Kana.
I can't really remember his
Yeah.
like his
Something
line,
along.
but
There's a favorite line that he puts on his things. That's wonderful, man.
yeah.
Shout out to you, Kosie too. So Leroy, I think it's time for the quiz.
Yeah, but there are people ran away.
I don't know why, but I saw what's her name? Tirelo. I think Tirelo was the winner. Yes, yesterday. Who played?
Yeah, Nelly barking hele palisa. So anunje sis sis barking mankan. Like
Wait, but wasn't that Tuesday? So who played yesterday? Oh, oh, am I confusing things? Oh yeah, it was Tirelo and Palesa. Yes, Tirelo request come through. And who is taking on Tirelo?
so guys,
Kana,
you
who
know.
said,
Hmm?
where is Lundeka? Because she says she wants to play. Hey, 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 hey. And it's Lundeka and who's the
Let's play.
G lady or Lady G?
Ah,
Nae
let's
wanted to say.
le barking man. Let's she said her jele no batlo dlala le na mabane.
All right. So
One.
who is coming through to contend with Tirelo? Mpanyana, it will not take 10 minutes, ma'am. Please come through.
You can win yourself a shirt actually. Go ahead.
Okay. So Ndlovukazi says Kay must defend her title. Battle of the titles. Mazish. Adi Chehe. Kay, are you coming through? Or you just disappeared?
Oh, look at this day, yeah.
Who's coming on? Who's coming on? Are you guys just gonna concede to Tirela just like that? Hello Tirela, how are you?
I'm good. They better just let me be.
Come on, guys. Who is taking on Tirelo? It's based for those who might not know. The game is basically 10 questions. You answer the questions. If you answer most questions, you are the winner for the day. You defend your title all the way to Friday, and whoever is the winner on Friday will get a merchandise. Ma'am, just come through. There's no disappointment or embarrassing yourself. There's no embarrassment. Come through. We're just having fun. And you have nothing to lose really but gain merchandise. You can get Makoya merchandise. I believe Leroy is done with the design, so it's gonna be fire. He gave us a glimpse one of the days, so
Yeah, actually,
be ready.
and actually, taka ba kgadisanyana gape o itse ke nne like nkare ba sila
Wa gadisanyana bikinya.
ba kgadisanyana tsela nkare o itse ke nne ga ba re tseetse ya bausi ba.
Okay, Leroy. Okay, there we go. There's the bravery I'm looking for.
Who's that?
Zezo. Tell me, you are here to play.
Let me play, Shem, since nobody wants to play Teral.
Okay.
Much appreciated. Much appreciated.
Leave it alone.
Okay, so the rules are very simple. Basic. Leroy, turn on your camera, or you're just gonna keep the score and J there in the background. So rules are very simple. You say your name. The first to say their name gets the opportunity to answer. You have 3 seconds to give your answer. If you go 3 seconds past, that opportunity passes to the next player, and that's that. If you say it wrong, the opportunity passes to the next player, and if they say it wrong, no one gets a point. And that's it. I don't think I forgot anything. Trello, make sure your network is proper because I'm seeing it's taka in there. So, all right. Are you guys ready? Ndlovukazi, Tirelo?
Ready?
Okay. Right. Remember, you say your name.
Can you hear me?
Okay. Repeat, Tirelo?
Yeah, my
Tirelo?
network. I don't know what's going on. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Now I can hear you. Please stay wherever you are right there.
Don't move.
Okay. All right. Question number 1. Which SA hip hop artist has been filling up stadiums?
Nomfundo.
Tirelo.
Pamfundo.
Nomfundo.
Casper Nyovest.
Yeah.
Thank you kindly. That's 1 for Nomfundo. Who is one of the current head designers at Louis Vuitton?
He made a song called Happy.
Tirelo.
Nomfundo.
Tirelo?
Pharrell Williams.
There we go.
Leroy, that was cheating.
Good.
That was cheating. You made it too easy, Chief. You made it too easy. So 1-1. Okay. And then number 3. I hope I don't butcher this name. Laduma Nkokolo is the founder and designer of which luxury clothing brand?
Nomfundo.
Nomfundo?
Is it not Laduma?
No. He is. you lose this
brand,
opportunity.
not
Tirelo? Tirelo?
Hero Boys.
Repeat?
Hero Boys.
No. So the question was Laduma Nkokolo is a founder and designer of which luxury clothing brand? That was the question. So that's fine. We continue. Okay. Which area in SA is regarded the richest square mile in Africa?
Nomfundo.
Nomfundo?
Santon.
All right, correct. Number 5. What is the fastest train in SA?
Tirelo.
Nomfundo.
Tirelo.
Tirelo?
The Gautrain.
Yeah.
Thank you kindly. Correct. And number 6. Name any 4 SA international airports.
Nomfundo.
Tirelo.
Nomfundo.
Or Tambo International Airport.
Yeah, it's fine.
Said 4.
You said 4.
4.
Okay.
4.
Oh, okay. Or Tambo International Airport, Ushaga International Airport, Cape Town International Airport,
Uh-huh.
and I can't think of the last one. What's the one in
Lanseria.
What's the last one in East? What's the one in East London?
Tirelo?
King Shaka International Airport, Johannesburg International Airport, Cape Town International Airport, and Lanseria.
Right. Incorrect. We no longer have Johannesburg International Airport.
Yeah.
Right. Let's go to number 7. Which street or road in Johannesburg was changed into Winnie Mandela Drive? Winnie Mandela, rather. Winnie Mandela Drive.
Come on, guys. You know this one.
Okay, let me say Nomfunda. I'm gonna guess.
Yes?
Not Albertina Sisulu. I don't know.
No? Tirelo?
No idea.
Oh yes, yes. Can I guess
Alrighty.
again? Can I guess again?
No, ma'am. You
You're
can't
Googling,
guess
man.
again. The opportunity is fast.
No.
Number 8. Which music genre was founded in SA during the dawn of democracy?
Nomfundo.
Tirelo.
No, Mfundo.
Vaito.
Yeah.
Correct. Okay, number 9. What year did Fees Must Fall happen?
Tirelo.
Tirelo?
2016.
Repeat?
2016.
Incorrect, Ndlovu?
2017.
Incorrect. Clearly, all of y'all left school in a long time. Number 10. What does VNA in the VNA waterfront stand for?
I love this question.
Yo.
So beautiful. VNA.
Come on, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2.
No, I don't know.
Okay.
Ta-da! Okay, what's the score there, Lee?
It's 2-3. So Ndlovu guys wins.
Ndlovukazi wins. And
What's this thing?
Congratulations.
Kagiso, is it
title
Bears?
goes to
Yeah.
Ndlovukazi.
Is the street name Bears? Not yet. I think
I'm
that's the
gonna give.
one.
Nah, give William Nickel.
Oh,
No, so
okay.
yeah, so Willem Nickel Drive is now Winnie Mandela. Why didn't they just okay? But anyway, let's go with it. So that is Willem Nickel Drive, and then the last question while we're there is Victoria and Alfred, VNA.
Imagine.
All right, and then which other one? Yeah, well, you guys were close. Or Tambo, Lanzaria, Kinshasa, and then Cape Town. The other airports that possibly people don't know is Bramfisher, which is in Bloemfontein, George, Polokwane, Appleton, and Gqeberha. Right, all of these are international airports. And which one? Oh, Laduma Ngakolo is the founder of. Repeat? Tirelo?
I'm saying because I said Joburg lost the OR Tambo one.
Unfortunately, ma'am. So, what is the brand?
Is it Makosa?
Yes.
I knew that. Gosh.
Guys in. Right, and obviously Leroy gave y'all Pharrell Williams. And yes, so that is that. Congratulations, Ndlovukasi, for just taking, a try because people were not coming through. And yeah, so whoever will contend. Okay, so Kay is saying it's unfair. Y'all keep changing goalposts. I see I'm the most hated here. Ma'am, who said you're hated? What's happening? Why are we fighting?
What goalpost?
Okay. So for this week it's the winning for tomorrow. That's okay. So Leroy, I don't know about you. Since we have Ndlovukazi, who is the winner today, and then we have thank you for the heart, and then Kay did win 2 times in the week.
Kay can take the win. It's fine.
Not about taking the win. Tomorrow y'all go head to toe.
Actually, that's a great plan.
We can.
Y'all then contend for the win. Is that fair, Ndlovukazi?
That's cool, but she could have taken the champ. She won twice, guys.
No, it's not about. She was not available on the day to contend for her thing, so other people came through, just in the very same manner that you are here. You see. So now that we are recognizing that
to the team, I was not actually participating.
Wow, really?
So tomorrow it's in
Surreal.
Govugazi and K, and you stand your chance to win the merchandise. Hello, Naomi, and goodbye, Naomi. So we appreciate you all, Leroy. You wanna do the ads before we close?
You guys remember to follow Velagen quickly and a couple like you can place your orders. You can just like DM them or me actually here. So we can play you with the bottle for only 150. And I know you guys are getting paid actually tomorrow. So please dig deep there, hit me up, let me plug you with some gin so that you can vala the valum. By the way, for those who are more working at Pitor actually, I'll be playing go what's that encore mending actually like tomorrow night. So please like let's go there and let's go have fun there quickly. And yeah, man. And I hope you guys are good. And please go to YouTube there and then like look for Makoya Rundown there because we have replays there above like these new shows here. And then special thank you to the sponsor that we have because from June we're going to be shooting Makoya Rundown while we're sitting down. Jesus is great. Come on now. No, I mean, like,
Thank you so much.
guys, dreams do come true. Remember that. That's my Wednesday. Oh no, that's my Thursday motivation for you. Dreams do come true. Never give up. 1 year later, nyana. Look at us now. We are finally gonna meet. Ah, shit. Right, ne? You can join us actually. So like just DM us there and then like let's see what we can do together. Maybe you can join us for like a young chat or maybe just a drink. Or maybe both. Hey.
There we go. And yes, Kabila, sorry about that. I skipped that one. Fizma's fall was in 2015, yeah? It was in 2015 when we were fighting there. We're fighting. Right, so did you mention where you're playing, Leroy? I think K1 asked that question.
Oh yeah, go what's that? Anchor Manlin, Friday night, so which is tomorrow. So let's go party.
There we go. And when Mponyana, Margaret what's about you are this person, ma? Does Margaret know that you are this person, Mponyana? Please tell us. Please.
No.
Now that you can't say anything wrong now because we know the importance of that name. So please, everyone, thank you so much for joining Makaya and Dan. We are here Monday to Friday, 20 past 10, and we have wonderful conversation. We have conversations of learning, and join us too. And come through. We have a game. You can win some merchandise. Thank you for the follow. I think I saw someone who followed us today. Thank you so much. And they were even joining us for the first time. I forgot to even greet them. My sincere apologies if you're still around. Thank you so much for tapping. Thank you so much for sharing. Remember, we have the YouTube channel. We post these lives on the YouTube channel. So do come through and or check out the YouTube channel and check some great advices that have been spoken over there. There's a library in J, where if you have an issue, you can just go there and check through. So that is that. And I see someone, Latkamer, is requesting to get onto the panel. There is the match, guys. There is the match. If y'all caught a glimpse. Aye.
So you could win this, no, this, or hoodie or shirt. So that will just depend on the budget. But hey, it's all good.
Thank you so much. Abutu Senzo.
Sanibona.
Chapfiri.
Abenginyukela ukuzoba muhle nje la kwipanel.
Abantu abafika sibhala ngathi kuzomela bacala ukufayina la ekhaya.
Yabo?
Oh, okay. Imalini ibhodlela le gin.
Yes,
Leroy?
please. I'm like a 10,000 bottle.
10,000.
Yeah, bona wozalana bafowethu wozalana.
Angithi wena yakho must have a surcharge nje for your lateness, yabo?
Exactly.
10,000, Paul. How many cases can I get for 10,000?
Only one bafowethu. These are no, like these
Yes,
are
sis.
like working and like special
Obawuphuzayo.
Alrighty then. I think there's some audio issues here. What's happening, Naomi? Why you saying? Why you say? What's wrong? Before we go, let's hear you out. Aring Naomi.
I don't know whether I'm back. Am I back?
You are still.
Yes, you are back. Ukalele 10,000 bottle. Yes, sir. Senzo. It's not agreeing today, eh? Now your network is being stubborn.
Uphuzayo la. Mina ngiphuzi, guys, but I want the merchandise.
Alrighty then. So there is the price for you.
Yeah, rain.
Rain, yeah. Yeah, rain is
Alrighty, guys. Enjoy the rest of your days.
Isuke pizza. Okay, it's fine, guys. I'll buy that bottle.
Great stuff.
Cheers, my guy. Thank you so much, guys. Enjoy your Thursday further. We will see you tomorrow. And don't do anything that will land you into hot waters. Yeah?